guys! So today my video is gonna be a little bit different for you. I will be creating a monthly spread on my bullet journal. This bullet journal is a grid notebook by Epao. I'll link them down below on Instagram, and I love this bullet journal so much. I did a dream board in the front. We spent the whole first day of the year with my sister-in-law and my sister making these, so this was fun. And there's some sketches and stuff in here, some personal things, but this is sort of the theme I went with. I found this one on Pinterest. I don't remember where or who it was by, but I really like how minimalist it is. So let me zoom in a little. I really like how minimalist it is. So we're gonna do, I've been doing the same spread over and over again. So that was January. I did one in February with different plant, and then I did one in March, and so I want to do one for April today. I already went down and marked where the things are because I was just gonna do it for myself, but then I thought someone else might enjoy this, so let's get started. I'm gonna put that there. And then the materials we're going to use are very simple. All it's going to be is a ruler and a pen, a black pen. And I like the friction pens by Pilot, and this is a 05 because the 07 is just too, I don't like it. But that is the truth. So let's just mark off the months. So I already did it 1 square in, 3 squares up, just like in the other ones. And then there are 5 squares each direction. I'm flipping it because I don't want to smudge it. And like you saw in the other ones, I always leave the edges open. I just feel like it's more fluid that way. So I'll start with the top one so it won't smudge. Alright, this line is a little weak. Okay, so let's find the calendar for April so I can get the dates right. So April starts on a Wednesday. How did I do it? I start on Monday. I start my week on Monday. Okay. So I'll label this Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So Wednesday is the 1st of April. 30 days in April. Then I'll write April up here with some sort of like a cursive-y letter. I've been doing it all lowercase for the past couple of months, so I'm gonna stick with that theme. Then I'm gonna make this thicker. And then here I already decided that I wanted to do cherry blossoms. So I went ahead and I found a picture on Pinterest of cherry blossoms that I like. So I'm gonna just wing it and draw them here. So I'm gonna start with this one up at the top. Move this up a little so you can see better. There's one here that's kind of sideways. So this one will start with the center. And then draw the petals around it. And this is why I like the friction pen, because if I make a mistake, I can just erase it. Like that. There's a little bud behind this one, so we're gonna draw a little bud. There's one here. So we're gonna draw the little pollen stalks coming out of it. Right here there's one that's opening, so we're gonna draw the 4, 5, and then erase some of that. And then there's one here that is completely facing the other way, so I'm only gonna draw sort of the part that we see. And then what do I want to do? I want to put another bud somewhere, even though there isn't one, so I'm going to put another bud here. Okay, so then I'll draw this, some lines, and then like really play out that sort of the little pollen stem sticking out, and then very lightly draw some lines on the petals. Draw some lines here and here, and then this one has a little notch on that, so let's erase that little bit right there. Okay, this one the stalks are sticking kind of straight out. Stalks are sticking out kind of up like that, and let's draw a little bit of a texture on it here and here, because this blossom is in the front. I'm gonna make the lines around it a little bit thicker just by adding just a thicker outline to it. Let me zoom in. Okay. And then I'll try and make the little stems pop out by making them even darker. And then, since this one is on top of that one or in front of it, I'll just make that edge really dark and then this edge really dark, and then the other edges can be regular. And then since this is the closest one to us, I'll make this edge darker. And then let's draw some veining. That's the word I was looking for on the flower. And then because this part is darker in the reference, we're gonna make it dark in the bud. This leaf is in front, or petal, I should say. So we're gonna make it a little bit darker. And then again, darken the stalks, since this is like another little bit of the bud. Just make it a little, and veining, I'm gonna add a little bit of color to here. This one, I'll just add a bunch of little pollen stalks on the inside, and then by following the shape of the petal, you can add a little bit of like an idea of the shape that it's taking if you follow kind of along. This is the inside of the petal, so I'm gonna draw like that. And there, and then this little guy is in front. Thank you, Friction Pen. I actually, when I was in Brazil, I had to go out and buy the refills for this pen because this is one that I got in Japan that I really like, and I couldn't find refills in 07. In Brazil they only sell the friction pens, or I mean in 05. In Brazil they only sell the friction pens in 07. So I had to go to their Chinatown to find the refills in 05. So I stocked up because as I was there, the first charge of this, okay, I want to add another bud. The first charge of this ran out, and I was like, I can't bullet journal without it. Like, I need, and I'm very loyal when it comes to art materials. Like, I do like to experiment a bunch, and because of that, I try a lot of new things. But when I love an art material, like, I love it, do you know? And then I'm gonna add another flower here. 2, 3, 4, 5. They're all a little bit darker in this area. I like it when it's like asymmetrical, especially in my bullet journal. I find that it adds interest. And then I'm gonna add this that way. And then like it's here also. So I need to make this a little bit darker. And then it would come out to here, and then I'm just gonna cut it off there. And then color that in. Okay, so now what I like to do, as you will see in the previous month, I like to add a little bit of just this kind of pattern behind it. So to do that, I will just take the ruler and sort of little by little edge per inch, not inch because it's just so tiny. So that was the mistake I made. I can go ahead and erase it and then refill it. And now I can really go to town making these edges darker. And then this edge because it's on top. And this edge because it's on top. And then this one. Alright, close enough. Good stuff. Then I also normally look for a quote. To my luck, already have a roster of quotes on my Pinterest board. In inspirations. So I found the quote that I want to put in, which is by Kurt Vonnegut. I don't know how to say his name. So roughly around here I will put it. So let's say I'll start here. And hopefully it will fit. And it says, practice any art, music, singing, dancing, acting, drawing, painting, sculpting, poetry, fiction, essays, reportage, no matter how well or badly, not to get money and fame, but to experience becoming, to find out what's inside you, and to make your soul grow. I'm filming. Ooh, I'm running out of space. I don't like this here. I'll make it lower. Man, I almost ran out of space, you guys. There. I wish this was like appropriate so I could just select this and move it one line up. But it looks good. So yeah. So that's my bullet journal spread for April.